Many people do not realize that there is such a thing as video game addiction. In fact, many video game addicts do not even realize that this exists or that they are struggling with it. However, there is growing research to indicate that it exists, and many researchers are now considering diagnostic criteria for this disorder. Consider each of the following aspects of video game addiction, and how well they relate to your life and experiences. Do you find yourself preoccupied with video games? Many video game addicts find video games to be the important aspect of their lives, and everything else revolves around the games they play. Do you find yourself being in withdrawal when you can't play video games? Many video game addicts report having withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, or sadness when they are deprived of their games or when they try to quit playing so much. Do you need increasing amounts of time for video games? Many video game addicts spend progressively more time gaming, starting with lower amounts like 15 or 20 hours per week, then gradually escalating to as many as 40, 50, or even 100 hours per week in extreme cases. Have you been unable to control how much you play video games? Many video game addicts find themselves unable to stop playing and usually don't realize just how much video games have taken over their lives. Are video games the only activity you enjoy or pursue anymore? Many video game addicts will become so engrossed in their games that they will abandon other previously enjoyable activities, like sports, socializing, or exercise to spend more time gaming. Do you continue to play video games even though you recognize it creates problems in your life? Many video game addicts will continue gaming, even if they are aware of how it has a severe negative impact on their lives. Do you lie to family, friends, or other important people in your life about your gaming habits? Many video game addicts will deceive their loved ones and those who care for them about just how bad their gaming habit really is. Do you use video games to escape from reality or feel better when you are stressed out or bored? Many video game addicts play video games because they help them cope with stress, anxiety, boredom, or other negative moods, even though it doesn't fix the problems causing these negative mood states. Has your video game playing caused significant losses in your job, schooling, friendships, romantic relationships, or with family? Many video game addicts will play so excessively that they ignore other obligations in life, disrupting their school or work, or even ruining critical relationships with family, friends, and loved ones. If you identify with any of those questions, you may want to consider whether or not you could struggle with excessive gaming. If you identify with 5 or more of those questions, for a continual time of 1 year or longer, you are likely to have a video game addiction. If you are concerned about your gaming habits and how they could be impacting your life, now is the time to do something about it and try to make changes and get help and support in making those changes.